How's everyone? Happy Wednesday. Hope that today you are inspired by the sharing the Spirit and by your own brilliance and wondrous wisdom. That is really my great wish for you today, is that you recognize the innate connection you are as a resource and a source of wisdom. So, I was meditating this morning on um, what I say. If I had one of my patterns or themes for to share about when I in my soul journey during trance, and I couldn't come up with anything today. So then I asked, is there something that I can share? What I will share is uh, in all honesty, I just really want to be authentic here. That I've been working with spirit most of my life, very consciously as an adult for 60 plus years. And sometimes I think I should know all of the things there is to know about it now. That our daily lifestyle should be impeccably clean, clear, pure. I should be a walking radiant, light all the time and full of love and no emotional triggers. And I just have these inner blames that go on. More probably something every day that moves me to somewhere in that vicinity. I don't stay long, but there are um, parts of my life that I suppose are still deeply entrenched in emotional patterns, whether it's lifetimes or just the deep traumas of earlier in this life. I don't know that that's important. For me, it has become less important to understand what those specific roots might be, but it's to find that when I'm noticing it, I have tools to move through that and let that be transmuted. Clue, it's going to be part of the topic. I think I was hearing from someone today that there's going to be a conversation about that. But in my own life, I'm just saying this so that I really appreciate people respecting and receiving all the light that I want to give in my teaching or in the channeling work that I do. And I don't want to be on a pedestal, and I never have been. It's not my thing to be the teacher, the guru for all of humanity. I'm here to be me, and just what I see for all my beloved friends out there is that I respect you for the gifts you bring and for the love you are. And that's what I want to inspire for people, is to maybe realize that we don't have to be in a state of perfection, whatever we might think that is, in order to be involved in continuing our life journey of love and of knowing that inner peace. And we don't have to be in that imaginary perfection to be ready to start giving that to the world. So that's my sharing of that today. With that, I feel the knock, knock, knock on my little door. So here I go. Have a beautiful time with Spirit. I am that I am, all light indeed, in the violet flame we stand for truth and freedom and victory in this mighty land. The land is not the place where you are thinking of being in your bodies. The land is the energetic frequency, the zone, the realm of consciousness that you choose to reside within. So, with that, I say to you, huzzah, we're on for another wondrous day. So I want to give you some teas, because I am planning, you might say, to offer some pretty vastly shifting thoughts and possibilities for you in this week to come. So meanwhile, here is the teas toward that, but in perfection, just as it is right now. So I want to share this day with you reminders of some distinctions. The distinctions being change, transformation, transmutation. They are not all exactly the same thing. Some might think that they are. They're related energies. Here's what you can change. You can change your underwear. Didn't your mother tell you? What if you're hit by a bus and you're wearing underwear with holes in it? That can't be embarrassing for the whole family, right? So you can change that. You can change your mind in the illusion of what you believe is in your linear thinking. So you can change by shifting one thought or idea or belief for others. That's a change that's possible. You can change your dietary consumptions and choices around that. That's an example of things you can change. Transformation. Transformation is not just a cartoon of vehicles changing from one little thing to another massive destroyer of the universe, or pioneer for saving the universe. And transformation is, in its most understood and still not fully understood form, is the caterpillar butterfly. It doesn't just change from one to the next. It transforms itself by using what is there to express something completely, almost completely different. Do you still see parts of the butterfly body that resemble the body it once had? Of course. But it no longer is crawling on many little legs to find nutrition through a leaf, but it now is flying through the air. Big transformation. And it symbolizes many hopeful possibilities for humanity and for each of the individuals that you are expressing to be. Transmutation. Transmutation is the process of using what is there into its highest potential of frequency to become visibly, energetically, and in every realm reinvented into its greater essence. And so by the alchemy practiced centuries ago by silly fools such as I might have been, that if you do the right chemical thing, the right heat, the right magic with lead, you could transmute that lead into gold. Is that possible? Yes, and who cares? We don't want you reinvesting all of your energy and focus to proving that, right or wrong. But the transmutation is when there is an energy that you hold in form and in consciousness that is powering you in a direction or in a pattern that is not serving the greater potential of your now perceived wholeness, that the transmutation is the process for you to consume in the fire, the alchemical fire. We call that the violet flame of desire, the heart's desire of the divine. When that is consumed, it is no longer in that frequency, measured emotional, mental, and physical frequency of that which has been put into the consumption of that flame. The result of that is the essence remaining is the golden light, the golden emissary of who you really are, becoming more and more available in your breath, in your thinking, in your expressing, in your form itself, you become more and more that light. Transmuting is from one element perceived which holds itself in limit into and through this process, that which is your grandest possibility. So, is this instantaneous in a certain way of perceiving light as it is functioning in you and in the eternity? Yes. But I want to also make clear that it isn't that you can discard, disregard, disacknowledge any of that which was the matter that wants to be transmuted. You can't just throw it off into the violet flame, dump it there, and move on as if that's doing the work. You are carrying that. You must be the carrier of that. You are the crucible that contains the violet flame. However you want to think of that as an energetic visualization, an energetic feeling of potentiality. All of that is yours to do. So it requires you letting go of an attachment to it, but you cannot disregard it. And it may be that through an element such as patterns of fear, that you, in your prayerful intention, may choose to embrace that fear into and through this crucible of transmutation, and you will have success in feeling, visualizing, and realizing that that fear is now powerful light. It is no longer fear. It is no longer the energy held in limitation. And you may awaken the following day, the following week, and say, oh, there's a fear. I thought I did that. Yes, and now you are open to recognizing what was lying beneath that in your consciousness and in your experiences. So be it. It's not like a lifelong difficult process. It becomes your lifelong realization of all these possibilities of, as some might refer to it, self-forgiveness. Giving it through, as our master friend has said, giving forth all that would be why it exists within you. So it isn't about discovering, well, I have these patterns because of my family, and I have these patterns because of all my lifetimes. I have these patterns because. You choose. That's it. But choosing to change one way of thinking to another way of thinking cannot be a successful experience as you discard and disregard the old pattern, the old idea. You have to find love and appreciation for it, honoring of it, allowing it then to feel its fulfillment with gratitude. I submerge, I immerse all that I am, all these things that I no longer need because they have served me. I acknowledge the service. I am grateful for that, and I now allow that to be transmuted into the greater essence, the greater golden light within me as me. And so it is. Change your mind. How successful has that been? It is what it is. You change your mind regarding this morning I awakened and I was going to go to the gym and work out. And now I have not done that, and so I changed my mind. This rest of this day I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Now, if you carry, even in that context, the shame or guilt about not acting through a choice you were desiring to live in, you have to come to a peace with that for the change to be as effective as possible. That's how patterns build up in us, right? That we move from one experience to another, one thought to another, one expression to another, not in full gratitude, appreciation, integration of the power which makes these choices. as you do this, you are in another way of using your God presence to continue a transmuting process. Change, as you understand it, in your world of beingness is inevitable, as some would say. Ice melts. New growth sprouts from beneath the earth. Trees get fuller and fuller, and then they decay and rot and fall. And all the things which appear as the changes and the cycles, that's important to recognize. Those kinds of changes, those kinds of transformations are how you will become more and more conscious and loving in your choices moment to moment. Respecting what was in your understood cycle and loving the new possibility of what comes next. Every moment of every day is a new possibility. Too much, you're doing it whether you like it or not. You're already in process with it, whether you understand it or not. So I'm just offering you some moments to regroup your willingness, regroup your will to fully embrace all of these ideas of who you are so that they are transformed and then transmuted into the power of who you truly are. With the light that I am, so art thou this light. What personality might I be? I am consciously ascended in wholeness of body. I can move in and out of form as I choose. In my moving in and out of form, I may be an animal, I may be a being from the past as you thought past to exist. I may be a being of shimmering light. I may be the Comte de Saint-Germain, a really handsome man. I may be a fiery wizard. Because I choose my communication and expression into this and other dimensions as it serves. As it serves who I know to be that which I am, and who I know to be that who you are. And you are one. So we like to play. Not for the sake of trickery, not for the sake of control, manipulation in any way, but to inspire, to bring comfort, to bring reflection of that which you are. And so I am that I am all light indeed, and in the violet flame I dance. Give yourself this moment of breath and have a chance. Namaste. Excuse me. Sorry. So, well, I don't know where that tickle came from. Sorry, hello. Wow. Woo. I feel very warm. Very warm. So thank everyone for participating and opening this portal for my own journey and for what comes through this day. Gee. A reminder, this coming Saturday the 30th, Saint Germain is going to share a Zoom play shop with us, and he's called Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Happiness. If you can't be there but you feel really intrigued, you can still register and we'll send you the recording of that. I'm always excited when all of it happens, but I really, I feel pretty amazed at um, Master G, and his ways. If we have soon, we are coming up with the next 3 probably of the monthly play shops that will be sending out. So if you are not on our mailing list and you want to keep up with that, uh, we be sure to look at openchannelresources.com for all that information, or email openchannelresources@gmail.com. Well, I can't believe I'm realizing those technical things in the moment. So I think that's about it. So I thank you all for playing with me today, for bringing your conscious wisdom to this playground of light. And until next time, have a great, wonderful day. Bye-bye.